I think that when someone immigrates, we always assume that it's the money sent the other way, but I think we are all humans and we all need support. Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm Ghanaian, but I reside in Ottawa, Canada, and I'm a mom to a 2-year-old. I moved to Canada in 2011. I had my daughter in 2022. Growing a young family in Canada has been shocking and also exciting. Growing up in Ghana was a very different dynamic, and that's what I was used to seeing. And so, learning about a new educational system that I knew nothing about and I didn't go through, learning about how a new country works, and raising a child in a place that I haven't been raised in was a bit confusing and challenging, still is, but there's also been a lot of pros in terms of how the healthcare system worked when I was giving birth to her and how the government supports mothers or families. For sure, I think that delivery postpartum would have definitely been easier if I was in Ghana, because that's where most of my family lives, and that's where I saw postpartum look normal. In Canada, or in my experience, it just felt really intense. The stories I've heard were very intense, but growing up, I saw that there was a lot of support, and I never thought it would be a struggle for me because I didn't think I won't be in Ghana. And so I would say the emotional part was very taxing because of the kind of country we live in, and everyone having their own lives and having to work in their own jobs and fend for themselves. It's easy to be individualistic, not in a selfish way, but in an I need to survive way. So having a child can feel lonely. So when it comes to postpartum in Ghana, like after your delivery, what I remember, a vivid memory I have is one of my aunties giving birth to her first daughter or first child, and everyone rallying around. So her sisters coming together, including my mom, which is one of her sisters, my grandmother, her being moved into a bigger space, a bigger house, and everyone just being hands-on. I remember being part of her support system, washing the bottles, sterilizing the bottles, doing a little bit of like the night duty. And it was just normal. No one really asked me if I wanted to. I wanted to because it was just exciting to have a new addition to the family. So it just felt very communal. I didn't ever see her tensed, like if she wanted to go for a walk or run an errand or have some time to herself. She doesn't necessarily ask for permission. She just lived her life because she had the support and everyone was excited to help her. I was even joking about it with my spouse, and I was saying I don't know what kind of jobs they had back then, because I know everyone worked, but it just seemed like everyone had time and was very concerned and involved with growing a family, even if it wasn't theirs. I think my favorite part of the postpartum experience when I watched my aunt was the fact that there was support that she didn't have to ask for. I'm not necessarily that extroverted to need so many people in the house. I feel like I'll be a little overwhelmed, but I enjoy the fact that she didn't have to ask permission every time to do something or text people or beg. Like, it's easy to feel needy, and it was just nice that she was always considered. So I think that's what I would like. I would like for, like, the consideration part was very, very admirable. Like, now that I think back on it, then it just felt normal, really. But right now, that wasn't my experience. And so I think that part, definitely, I would have brought that with me. Yes, I received wire transfers, but that takes a while. So yes, I did receive some monetary support, but it wasn't as fast, and also mostly it wasn't monetary, it was mostly registry items that were purchased. But in terms of money, it was always like a bank wire international transfer. Yes, I think that a platform like Africhange is something that we need, especially, and okay, I'm gonna say this, I think that when someone immigrates, we always assume that it's the money sent the other way, but I think we are all humans and we all need support. We all need support in different ways, and so even if you think that the conversion from wherever you're sending from, let's say Ghana cedis to Canadian dollars, is not much. It's the thought, because you can't be there and as quickly as you can support someone that you love and make them feel supported, it will mean a lot to them. It's going to resonate, and they're always going to remember the way you supported them even in your absence, which wasn't either of your faults, but it's always the thoughts and the emotion, especially in postpartum when your emotions are high. That is what stands out. You never forget how people treat you or treated you in postpartum. Yeah, my mom. Yes. So this Mother's Day would have been exciting to celebrate with my mom. I've not celebrated Mother's Day with my mom in about 11 years, I think, because like anytime I would see her, it would always not be Mother's Day. So there's been ways that I've been able to support her whilst I'm here, but I think that now that I'm a mom, it hits different, and so like it would be nice to celebrate Mother's Day with her. Since 2022 till now, I've not been able to, and so that is really sad, but it's also very honorable or honoring or a privilege to be able to celebrate a day with her, because I've never actually had that. And so it's just nice to say Happy Mother's Day, Mom, and she says Happy Mother's Day to you too. It's kind of cute, so yeah.